Hello, my name is Joseph Rodriguez. I'm going to be talking about augmented reality. Augmented reality is technology that enhances the real world with virtual objects. Users are able to interact with real and virtual objects in a digital manner. This is the presentation structure that we'll be going over today. History and evolution of augmented reality, current applications of augmented reality, future implications of augmented reality. History and evolution of augmented reality is what I'm going to be talking about next. And right here on this slide right here, we see a history of augmented reality, a little timeline that I have given right here. And this is what I'm going to be talking about, some of the events that have led up to the evolution of what we now know today as augmented reality. Okay, so starting off with the first section of augmented reality, history and evolution, Carnegie and others in 2011 conducted a research study that describes the first appearance of augmented reality dates back to the 1950s, with the cinematographer Morton Hillig. Hillig constructed the sensorama that allowed participants to engage in the on-screen activity by taking in all the senses in an effective manner. So I included also a picture right here for you all to see about how sensorama includes the first inclinations of augmented reality by trying to involve all the senses in a movie type situation. The next one is Wasser Priso and other researchers in 2018 described how Ivan Sutherland invented a head-mounted display in 1966. In 1968, Sutherland was noted as the first one to create an augmented reality system using optical see-through head-mounted display. It's right here. I'll also give you a picture of how it looks like, how it was when it first was created. All right, so this next one I have on augmented reality history and evolution. Sapriso and other researchers in 2018 discussed how the evolution of augmented reality continues in 1975 when Moiren Krieger creates the video place, a room that allowed users to interact with virtual objects for the first time. And so right here, this is a visual depiction of how the augmented reality was first used and the video place construction. And then it continues, and as Lee conducted a study in 2012 that described how in 1993, Steven Finner, Blaine McIntyre, and Dory Sligman created Karma, an augmented reality device that uses a laser pointer and also a see-through mounted head display. Right here, this is a picture of how it looks. On the next one, in the augmented reality history and evolution section, is how Lee also describes in his research study in 2012 how in 2000 Bryce Thomas created an augmented reality app called Earthquake, which was a part of an outside augmented reality gamification application. Okay, and then Chespoulos and other researchers in 2017 conducted a study about the advances in technology that are evolving as a result. MIT researchers have experimented with sixth sense technology, and this right here is a prototype of how sixth sense technology and augmented reality will be working together. All right, so then our next portion of the presentation is current applications of augmented reality. And this is a picture of how someone is using augmented reality on a trip to discover hotels, transits, restaurants, grocery stores. This first one, this is an augmented reality app called AR Classnote. And Choi and other researchers in 2017 conducted a research study that uses augmented reality that allows students to share class notes and lectures. And this right here is a picture of how the students were able to share their class notes using augmented reality. And this right here, this is an example of augmented reality and lecture notes. So what I want you to do is I want you to just listen, and then after we look at this video, I want you to think about how you could use augmented reality in your classroom.
With augmented reality lecture notes, now students can get more information anytime, anywhere, especially on those complex processes or difficult concepts to understand.
Right. So in this video, we saw how augmented reality is making learning more interactive and using the lecture notes. And take a moment to discuss what your shorter part of this. If you are attending a live session, or if you are doing an online session, you go ahead and make any comments in the online comment section and chat section to see how you could use augmented reality in your classroom for lecture notes. Okay, so we're now going to continue, and the other slide we're talking about how augmented reality can be used in the high school chemistry class. So as Mahmoud and other researchers in 2016 discusses how augmented reality can assist high school students to learn chemistry. So this is a picture of how augmented reality is making learning the elements of the periodic table more interactive, more engaging for the learner. This right here is an example of a video using augmented reality and chemistry. All right, so in this video, the creators are showing you how augmented reality could be used to show how students that are in chemistry, how molecules come together to form compounds and other elements. Like I had this example, we're showing how the two molecules of hydrogen are coming together with one molecule of oxygen to create water. And they showed and how the molecules come together, with an example of the little droplet of water. So again, discuss within your group, if you're a live session or if you want an online session, make some uh, comments on how augmented reality can be used in your science classroom. Okay, moving on. We have our next slide of how augmented reality is currently being used. Breria and other researchers in 2012 conducted a research study using augmented reality for students to match objects with pictures and names of the objects to assist with English language development. Students using matching objects with the pictures augmented reality app to match the picture of a llawnmower with a verbal. So the students would be able to use augmented reality to understand that the picture that's in and this graphic right here is a lawnmower, and also this little phone will allow the student to hear how uh, uh, this word of lawnmower is being pronounced. That way, if students that are learning English can see the pronunciation now on not only how it's spelled, I mean how it sounded, and associate the visual. Okay, and also augmented reality is currently being used in the medical field. Nicolau and other researchers in 2011 conducted a research study that investigated how augmented reality is being used in e-learning for medical students. So right here, this is a graphic showing how these students are using surgery in a medical school to conduct a heart surgery. And this right here, this is an example of augmented reality and using in medical school learning. So the name of this uh, 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 augmented reality app is called Heart, and it's showing right now how augmented reality is used in conjunction with learning about the heart. And talking about how you can use a VR cardboard in conjunction with the heart app to explore further how you can see and learn about the heart. Okay, so augmented reality is also used in the construction area. Shirinzi and Bahazadin researchers conducted a study in 2013 that described how augmented reality is being used in the construction industry. So this student, this person right here, is using augmented reality to show how a project could be built using augmented reality. So in this picture, this construction worker is using augmented reality to show how would the stairs be in a future project, to kind of showcase, how they would build this staircase and other projects around this area. Okay, augmented reality is also being used in the cosmetology field. Schultz and Duffy in 2018 conducted a research study on how augmented reality is being used to support e-learning cosmetologists. So on the study, they talked about how this individual could use augmented reality to show how using certain types of makeup could be seen on themselves, to show how it would look if they applied certain types of makeups or shades. So it shows the progression of how this individual looked at the beginning, and then how using the makeup will allow the ability to change. All right, so our next session is the future of augmented reality. So it's showing how a teacher is using augmented reality to teach the students about our planet Earth. Future implications of augmented reality. Liberty and Nagati in 2015 discussed how augmented reality would turn the world into one digital, interconnected digital machine, thus evolving into a world computer. And this right here shows a picture of how this individual is using AR glasses to conduct research and just use technology to enhance her life. And this right here is a picture, a graphic of AR glasses. And this is an example of augmented reality glasses and how it will be used in the future.
Look around. Technology is all around us. We use it in every aspect of our lives. It enables us to do amazing things. But what if we could go further? What if we could go beyond the screen, where your digital world is blended with your real world? Now we can. This is the world with holograms. What will they enable us to do? New ways to visualize our work.
I have an idea for the fuel tank.
New ways to share ideas with each other.
How are things going your end?
Just put the images in OneDrive.
Perfect.
More immersive ways to play. New ways to teach and learn. So put the new trap into place of the old one.
Now what?
And tighten here and here. New ways to collaborate and explore the places we've never been. Look at this formation. Let's take a closer look.
So in this video, we're learning about how the augmented reality glasses of the Microsoft HoloLens will allow teachers and educators and others to a different way to teach and learn, and also to collaborate. And then so using this, not only teachers but the students will be able to be engaged more, because they will be able to collaborate with not only the students from they're in their class, but students in other classrooms, and not only in their district and maybe in other parts of the world. All right, so Augmented reality is allowing, uh, uh, as I said before, in current applications to be used in the construction industry. And it's only going to be enhancing uh, uh, the construction industry. And Higgins conducted a research in 2017 describes how ocean industry will be using advances in VR and AR to train construction workers to reduce safety concerns in their workplaces. Construction workers and this picture show how augmented can be used on the construction site. So the research that Higgins conducted stated that there were fewer workplace instances due to using AR technology, and thus, using AR technology in the future will create a more safer place for construction industry. Other future implications of augmented reality, Sunger and others in 2015 discussed how the future advantages of augmented reality will allow people to see their environment from multiple perspectives using mobile technology. Using mobile augmented reality, teachers will also be able to digitally overlay instructional posters to enhance their learning. Because right now, we ask teachers to make their environment a praise-rich and learning environment where the students could learn from other content area, concept that they were learning in the classroom. They put it on their walls, and then so using augmented reality, the teachers could see how the posters would be before they posted up on their walls. Other future implications of augmented reality, as I mentioned before, that the augmented reality is currently being used in medical schools and training, and will continue to be used in the future, and it will also change the way doctors are trained. Okay, right here is showing how these two doctors are learning about heart procedures and other types of medical issues using augmented reality. This is a future implications video on how augmented reality is going to be used in the future. So this was just a brief video on how augmented reality will be used to teach the future generations of medical students and medical professionals to enhance medical learning. Emizy in 2017 also explains that Prezi in the next few years in the future will be enhanced by using augmented reality to create more enticing presentations. And this is an example of how augmented reality will enhance presentations in the future. Other implications of augmented reality will evolve in the future by having mixed reality. And mixed reality, according to the research of Horan and other research conducted in 2009, discusses how the future of augmented reality will include combining virtual reality and augmented reality to create mixed reality. So mixed reality will have the best of both augmented reality and virtual reality to create mixed reality. And so, in this lady in the picture, she's conducting a presentation on mathematics by physically manipulating her presentation. This right here, this is a presentation on how augmented reality will impact education in the future.
All of us are 3D creatures. Our brain is the most powerful 3D computer in the world. We have evolved to think and store memory in 3 dimensions. In fact, when we look at information on a flat piece of paper or on a computer screen, it takes some time for our brain to translate that back into 3D for us to use it. You all have seen TV shows featuring memory artists. Those amazing human beings can remember sequences of thousands of numbers and names. Well, memory artists, they use a trick. They create a 3D image of a familiar street or a room in their head, and then they store the information along the street to be able to recall it later. I'm actually using this trick right now to remember this talk. So why am I telling you this? Because the fact that we can tap into our 3D computer in our head is the biggest promise that the technology called augmented reality holds for all of us. This technology will dramatically change how we interact with data. It will decrease our learning curve, and it will increase our brain's productivity. I believe that augmented reality is going to be the next big platform for productivity in general, but for sharing information in particular. Like Iron Man, we'll soon be surrounded by data and 3D models that we can actually grab and interact with. Some say as soon as the year 2025. Another promise that augmented reality holds for us is that instead of isolating us even more, it will free us from the tiny addictive screens in our hands, and will take the data and place it all around us. Even though recent news stories would want to make you believe augmented reality is all about chasing Pokemon in traffic.
So this brief snippet explains, what could be the future implications of augmented reality in the education. He mentioned in this brief snippet about how augmented reality will change the way we interact and how we share information, how data is viewed to allow us to become more productive in our everyday lives, and which is going to be more beneficial for not only the teachers but for the students, because the students will be able to collaborate and interact with each other and other individuals. Teachers will be able to collaborate and engage with other teacher colleagues from not only in their district but from other districts across the state, across the world, to try to see if they can learn and further their knowledge and professional development in the area in which they choose. Thank you for viewing this presentation on augmented reality.